Hey, it's Manaya Malone. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved a long invisible ponytail that I had in my last video. So please stay tuned and pay attention. Thank you. So you always want to start with freshly washed hair. Freshly wash your hair before you do any hairstyle. So that would be step 1, wash your hair. Step 2 would be to slick your hair into a ponytail. And after you slick your hair into a ponytail, you want to take some extension hair or braiding hair and make a braid with the ponytail and braid it all the way down. As long as you want your ponytail to be, that's how long you want to make this braid. So I'm using, to create my ponytail, 2 bundles of 20-inch Brazilian loose wave. It's kind of curly but not too much. It's like a loose body wave. So to start, you need a needle and a thread. You want to start at the very bottom of your braid, and you want to sew the needle through the weft and put the weft through the braid, and you want to do that 2 or 3 times just so it could be sturdy. So after you're done, you just want to keep twisting it around the braid and sewing it to the braid. It's a pretty easy process. If you ever made an invisible ponytail before with glue or bobby pins, it's kind of the same concept. You're just twisting the weft around the braid, but instead of using glue or bobby pins, you're using a needle. So you just do that until you get all the way up, which is basically pretty simple, but it takes a little while to do, especially if you want to do a really long ponytail like I did. This ponytail ended up going down past my hips, so it was pretty long. But again, you have to make sure that when you start, you have to make sure that you put the needle through the weft in the beginning of the braid so that it could be sturdy. You want your ponytail to be sturdy. After that, you could just wrap it around and sew it. As long as you're sewing through the braid, you don't have to sew through the weft. So just watch what I'm doing and see if you could get the concept of what I'm doing, and I'll be back, but I'm just going to let you guys watch for now. Okay, so a couple tips to achieve the perfect ponytail with this method would be to make sure that when you're wrapping, you don't wrap the hair too far apart because you don't want any gaps. Also, if you would like to have a thicker ponytail, then just make your braid thicker. That's all you have to do, is make your braid thicker. If you want a longer ponytail, then you might have to add on an extra bundle. Like I said, I used 2 20-inch bundles, and I would say it was about 40 inches if you put 20 and 20 together. So it was about 40 inches. And it came out pretty good, if I do say so myself. But also, if you would like the hair or the ponytail to be longer, all you have to do is make the braid as long as you want. If you want the braid to go to your butt and you start sewing from there, it could hit your kneecap. Okay, that's the whole thing. But always remember to keep the wrapping close together so you don't have no gaps, so that when you feel your ponytail is smooth and it doesn't feel gappy or lumpy. Okay, also, when you get to the end of the bundle, you want to make sure that you secure it by putting the thread through the weft and through the braid, and you probably want to do that about 2 or 3 times so you don't have any track hanging. Trust me, you don't want to have no track hanging. If your man try to pull your ponytail, you don't want your ponytail coming off. And if you don't want your ponytail coming off if somebody try to pull it, this is the best method to do, because it's pretty embarrassing to have somebody snatch off your ponytail. Trust me, I know. So I'm going to be quiet now and let you finish watching the video. I'm about halfway through by now, and halfway through, was the first bundle finished. The second bundle, I didn't have any hair left over, so I used 2 full bundles. And I got these bundles from the beauty supply store. It was good quality hair. It didn't have any brand or nothing like that, but it's 100% human hair, unprocessed, and it came out really beautiful. So just stay tuned and keep watching. So you can literally use any kind of hair to achieve this ponytail, any kind of texture, any kind of brand. Literally, you can use anything you want to use, any length, anything. But this video is showing you guys how to achieve a longer inch of ponytail with a shorter inch of hair, okay? So also, I wanted to say that the way I'm sewing my ponytail, it's going to be a side ponytail. That's why it's in the front. If you want to do a ponytail that's going to the back, then I would suggest you try to sew it towards the back, because when you try to flip it, it might not flip. So you have to make sure that the way that you're sewing is the way that your ponytail is going to lay. So my ponytail is going to lay on the side, and that's why I'm sewing it to the side, kind of the front. So if you want your ponytail to lay to the back, then that's how you should sew it, towards the back. Okay, so as you're finishing off your ponytail, you want to make sure you sew to the very base of the ponytail. When you get to the end, you want to secure it, and you want to tie about 4 or 5 knots in the thread and then cut it. After you cut it, you can take a piece of hair from the back of your ponytail and wrap it around to give you that invisible ponytail. But what I did instead was just added some gold hair accessories to the base of my ponytail. You could even put a ponytail holder and it will look really natural, especially if you have short ponytail length. But because my ponytail was so long and dramatic, I decided to be more dramatic and add the gold hair accessory at the base of my ponytail. And this is how it came out. So at this point, you should be done with your ponytail. If you haven't already, you will want to lay down your edges and make sure that those baby hairs is slayed. I'm showing you guys how long the ponytail came out. It went all the way down my back, past my butt. Probably stopped right after my hips. So this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching my video. And I hope you guys could achieve this long ponytail look. If you can't, then I'm sorry. Psych. But if you haven't already, please subscribe and make sure to give me a big thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay?